YouTube, it's Missy, and today I'm here to do a update on a challenge that I started last year on December 13, 2014, so an entire year ago. I challenged myself that I would read so many series in a year. Now, Beth June 327 created this challenge on her channel, and I copied it, and I posted the video, and I will leave the link down below if you want to go check that video out. But I did tell you guys that there were 5 rules in order to participate in this challenge. The first rule was that you had to complete all of the series before December 31st, 2015. The second rule was that you had to read up to whatever was available to date before December 31st, 2015. So, meaning I read Jacoby and Beastly Bones this year, but the third book in the series doesn't come out until next year. So I have caught up with the series as much as I can, so I'm fine. Even though the series isn't completed, I have completed as much as I could this year, so that series counts for the challenge. The third rule was that novellas don't matter. If you've read an entire series but you didn't touch any of the novellas, you're completely fine. That still counts as a completed challenge. The fourth rule was that you didn't have to read any of these books, like you didn't have to read all of the books in 2015. You could have started a book in 2014 and completed the series this year. And the fifth and final rule was that you had to have at least 2 books out to consider it to be a series challenge. So again, Jacoby and Beastly Bones are out. So that was a completed series for the challenge. If only Jacoby was out and Beastly Bones didn't come out until next year, it wouldn't count even though I've read up to what was available. You need to have 2 books out in order to complete the challenge. Yeah, and so with all of that, the bragging rights for this challenge was if you read 1 to 3 series this year, you won the bronze medal for, you know, pretend bronze medal. If you got 4 to 6 series read this year, then that is the silver medal. If you got 7 to 11 series done this year, then that is the gold medal. And 12 or more series, trilogies, duologies, what have you, if you've completed the books that are available and you've read 12 of them this year, then you win the platinum bragging rights medal. And so I wanted to share with you guys what I've read so far this year. So I will leave pictures because a lot of these books I borrowed from the library. The first one I completed was the Splintered Trilogy. I did finish Unhinged and Ensnared this year. I loved them. They're by H.E. Howard. I've gushed about them enough. I also finished the Penryn and the End of Days trilogy, which is the Angel Fall series that everybody knows about by Susan E. I finished the series this year. I think I just read End of Days this year. I think the other 2 I finished last year. I can't remember. Anyways, that challenge. That series is done. I also completed the Guards of the Shadowland trilogy, which was the girl who goes down into hell to like find her friend. That series, that is by Sarah Fine. I loved it. And again, you'll see all the pictures here. It was Sanctum and something else and something else. I don't know why I can't think of the titles right now. I also read Love in the Time of Global Warming. That is a duology that I finished by Leah Francesca Block. They have beautiful covers. They were an Odyssey retelling duology, and I completed those this year. So that's 4 so far. Number 5 is the Between duology. So that was Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea, the Between the Spark and the Burn. I meant to complete that last year. I told you guys in the video that I was reading it or that I completed it last year, and I lied. I didn't complete that series until like this summer. That's how long it took me to read those stinking books. What else? I also finished the Shades of London series, which is The Name of the Star, I think is the first book. That's by Maureen Johnson. And I thought I read the third book this year. I thought that was it. But there is a fourth book coming out, which is, there's no release date or title yet, but that kind of bums me out because I really thought I finished. But I did read as much as I could, and so that counts as a completed series. The next one, this is the 7th series so far. That is the Witch Hunter duology. So that is Hexed and Charmed by Michelle Creese or Cries. I didn't like this series. It stinks because all of the duologies that I've read this year, which was the Love in the Time of Global Warming, the Between duology, and then the Witch Hunter duology, the first books were excellent. That's what brought me into the series, and then the second books, the sequels, failed miserably, and I hated them, and so kind of bummed that they weren't as good as I would have liked them to be. Alright, number 8 is the Girl from the Well duology. Okay, wait, sorry. I take all that back. This one was a duology as well, and this one was actually good. The first one was really good. The second one wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still really good. It wasn't as bad as the other duologies, so I lied. That is the Girl in the Well, and what was the other one? Oh, and The Suffering by Ren Chupeco. I really like that duology. All right, the next one is the Mara Dyer series. That was the trilogy, and this one is by Michelle Hodkins. And yeah, I have mixed feelings about this entire trilogy. Like I loved the first book because of Noah Shaw. I think everybody enjoys the books because of Noah Shaw, and then you get to the second one, you're just like, what the hell? And then the third one, you're like, oh God, why did I even read this book? I can't believe it. It made absolutely no sense. I'm so angry. So yeah. And then the last series that I've completed this year, I've already discussed at the beginning of this video, and that is the Jacoby series. So there's Jacoby and Beastly Bones, and I finished those ones so far this year. So far that's 11, so that counts as the gold bragging rights, but I still have 2 books that I want to complete by the end of this year, which is The Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs. That's the 3rd book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children trilogy, and also Catacombs by Madeleine Roux, which is the 3rd and final book in the Asylum trilogy. So if I can get those 2 books done by the end of the year, then I have reached platinum, which is very exciting. If I get one of them read by the end of the year, I still reach platinum. So I'm very excited. I know I can do it. I can reach platinum by the end of the year. That makes me very happy. Let me know down below how many series you guys have read this year. What medal bragging rights do you have? And that is it. I will talk to you guys tomorrow with another Vlogmas video. What do I have for tomorrow? Oh, that'll be my weekly wrap-up because it will be Monday. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks again for watching.